you doing?
Good.
All right. Alien in the Family. How did you get involved with Sci-Fest?
Well, I'm such a big deal. It was an offer. I'm just kidding. No.
Let me just give you some room for your ego.
Yeah. Let's just push back a little
Okay,
bit here. Yeah. Uh, David Dean Botrell, who conceived this whole festival and everything like that, has been a mentor of mine and a teacher and a friend. And he was putting all this together, and I heard about it. I said, well, I'd love to be part of it. So when the time came and Alien and the Family came up, I guess he somehow cast me as Bizanzabot, which is the car, horny alien from a Capaloon. Am I saying that right? Yeah.
At this point, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You tell us.
Anyway.
You're in the play.
So he cast me in this and says, hey, would you like to be part of this like really funny radio drama? And I said, yeah. I actually canceled my friend's graduation at Berkeley, and he's not talking to me now because I got this play. So it's the sacrifices you make as an
that's
actor.
one of the things because you're such a big deal.
Yeah, I'm such a big deal, and sci-fi is more important than Friends.
Exactly.
Really is. And Sci-Fi Sunday is more important than anyone I know. So
Well, that's what.
which is why I'm here.
That's what he keeps telling me.
That clip is going to go live.
Yeah.
I wanted to give you a bite.
Yes, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Thank you. Just write him a check. Okay, you were also in Hunger Games:
Yes.
Catching Fire.
Yeah.
And what part did you have in it?
I play Flavius, which is part of the prep team that preps Katniss Everdeen for all the games. So, yeah, in the book, we kind of follow her around, buzz around her like pets, And in the first film, it was a small little, role. And then they brought me back for the second movie, and they threw me a couple of more bones. So I was in it a little bit more. So it was a lot of fun.
Super. Getting back to Alien and the Family, the character that you play,
Bizanzabot.
family name,
Yes.
but the character that you've came up with, you see, mostly everybody, Tim Russ was playing the
Right.
tough general, and Armin Shimmerman was playing the. Where did you come up with that voice?
You know what? It's funny when you get to do like a voice job or an acting job. Sometimes I guess because you've played around so much with it. My background is sketch comedy. I'm from the Groundlings, and I did Matt TV and stuff like that. There's always a lot of voices in your head, or things you've done, or things you never got to do. So a lot of times there's like a little sort of archives of things, and that one just came to my head, and I don't know. I was just I got to come up with something, and I figured, why not? It's from outer space. Let me go a little broad. It just sounded kind of creepy and hoardy, and I kind of make him, just sort of like I figured this guy is coming from a planet where he's got tentacles. Now he's taking human form, so he's probably going to be congested. I don't know. That's how I came up with this character, and he's horny. I'm like, if he's going to be horny for cars, I'm like, it's like, just go for it. Anything's possible.
Anything that you would like to ask?
Anything that I would like to ask?
Anything.
I'm uncircumcised.
Well, then I can move.
Now I'm drinking wine.
Coming from the Groundlings, you've done a lot of improv.
Yes. And I improvised tonight.
Did you?
Yeah, because
With the
I
script
lost
in
the
hand,
last
you
two
still have
pages. It's a radio drama, so we're on book, but you're kind of off book. But when we got to the very end, I had a few more lines, and I realized I didn't have the pages. I don't know what happened, so I kind of panicked a little bit, and my heart started going. I was like, "Nelsie, you know the pages, you know your lines," and I just kind of winged it.
Well, that's awesome. We would never have known.
But that's where the improv comes in.
That's
Just
the beauty of
sorta
improv, beauty of live stage, and
Yeah.
and just getting through it.
Yeah,
right?
there's no way out.
second
You can't
take.
run off stage. You just got to stick to it and go.
You can run
through
off
it.
stage, but then all the trade papers will write
Oh,
about
yeah,
it, right?
Exactly. So,
Hollywood Reporter, actor
I
leaves
just
the
like
stage.
to poop in my pants on stage. I don't like to, I don't bail on my other actors.
What's the difference going from something like the Groundlings to something like Sci-Fest in terms of the craft and how you approach the parts?
I think it's so helpful coming from sketch comedy and comedy in general with sci-fi, because with sci-fi you really, really have to use your imagination to create characters, and that's kind of sort of the skills and the muscles you use in improv and in sketch comedy.
Right, because coming up with how a
Just creating
multi-tentacled creature behaves
yes,
as
and
a
how
human
he
being.
would sound, and and fluid and whatever. It's listening to the words that describe a character, and sometimes yeah, just putting that into words and just like what would that word sound like? It's kind of the way I would work.
Well, I think it was fascinating watching you guys because you all stepped up to the mics when you had to give your
Right.
parts, and there was a physical transformation in every single one of you portraying your parts, even though it was primarily a voice performance.
Right.
You all still personified in a physical sense each character, and you especially, your whole body contorted.
Oh,
and
thank you.
you
There'll
know,
probably be more of that as the week goes, you know. It's just, we're all
get
playing with
looser
it.
and
It's always
looser
like
into
a
it
work
as you
in
go.
progress, and you always keep, your closing night is probably your best night. I'm like, I finally got it, But yeah, you do. You just kind of, you don't edit yourself. You can't. And just say, this is where, it's like, I always think it's, better to ask for forgiveness and permission. So as an actor, you just kind of go for it until they stop you and say, that sucked,
as a director,
Until they say suck, I keep going with
the
it.
director, I always tell my actors, make big, bold choices, and then let me pull you back.
then you can pull us back, right?
But don't
if
make
you
me
start
kick your ass
small,
up.
then it's like, what do you have to work with?
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Well, you guys were fantastic tonight.
Thank you
It was
so
a real
much.
pleasure
I
to
had
watch
so
you.
much fun, and I've met so many great new friends and talented people, and so it's great to be part of it.
Well, it's always a little different, actors on stage, between actors and film. The camaraderie.
All right, I'll tell you the truth. I really can't stand anyone I'm working with.
There it is.
They're horrible people. I'm just going to get through this week, and but I'm a professional, so I'm not going to trash them or throw anyone under the bus. But they're horrible people, but they're very talented, which is why I'm going to stick it out. And hopefully, I can sleep with a few people and get something out of it.
There you go.
Anyway. Yeah. Oh, Armin, done. That was the easiest. I'm kidding. Oh my God, he's going to kill me. I don't even know the guy.